In this class, we can study the definition of BOD and COD and also the determination of COD value of an water sample. So first we shall study the BOD. So BOD means it is a water quality parameter of a water quality. So that is definition is the amount of oxygen required to oxidize the various organic matter which are present in the wastewater sample in 1 liter of a wastewater sample for a period of 5 days time. So organic matter means it is represented by a formula CH2O. So that is BOD is equal to D1 minus D2 divided by A multiplied by B. So where D1 is DO value, that is dissolved oxygen value of a water sample determined immediately, where D2 is the DO value of a water sample after a 5 days period of a time, where A is the volume of water sample before dilution and B is the volume of water sample after dilution. So as per the VTU syllabus, we have only a BOD, but we don't have a determination of BOD. So the next is COD. COD means the chemical oxygen demand. The chemical oxygen demand can be defined as the amount of oxygen required to oxidize, both the organic as well as the inorganic matters which are present in 1 liter of wastewater sample by using a suitable oxidizing agent in acidic media. It is very important. I will repeat. The amount of oxygen required to oxidize both the organic and inorganic matters which are present in the 1 liter of a wastewater sample by using a suitable oxidizing agent in acidic media. A typical chemical reaction is represented by CH2O, means it is represented by organic matter, and H plus represents the acidic media, Cr2O7 represents the oxidizing agent. So similarly here the silver sulfate is acts as a catalyst. It will catalyze the organic and inorganic matters, whereas the mercuric sulfate will remove the interference of halides. So these organic matters are oxidized into CO2. So therefore COD values are also expressed in terms of milligrams per dm cube. Okay, so we shall study the determination of COD value of a water sample. First we shall study the principle. So in this concept, so a known volume of a water sample is to be treated with the excess of oxidizing agent. That is the first point. A known volume of the water sample is to be treated with excess of oxidizing agent. It is containing the silver sulfate and mercuric sulfate in acidic media. So that is, a part of the oxidizing agent is utilized for the oxidizing the organic matters. So whereas the excess or the unreacted potassium dichromate is to be titrated against 0.1 NFA solution using the ferrion as an indicator. So coming to the procedure, here there are two steps. The one step is the blank titration, another one is the main titration. So in the blank titration, how we can carry the blank titration means you have to take the 25 ml of potassium dichromate. So 25 ml of potassium dichromate is oxidizing agent, and 20 ml of sulfuric acid. It is containing the silver sulfate as well as the mercuric sulfate, and add 2 to 3 drops of ferrion indicator, and it is to be titrated against 0.1 FAS solution till the color changing from green to reddish brown. So result, what is the result you are going to getting? Let B be the volume of FAS used. Say for example B, let B be the volume of FAS used for blank titration. Similarly, we can carry the procedure for main titration. So main titration here, so we have to take the, say here we have to take the 25 ml of wastewater sample that is to be treated with 25 ml of potassium dichromate solution 25 ml of potassium dichromate plus 20 ml of sulfuric acid. It is containing silver sulfate as well as the mercuric sulfate, and it is boil gently for about 10 to 20 minutes. So after boiling, so you have to allow them to cool under water bath. So then after cooling, you have to add 3 to 4 drops of the ferrion indicator, and then it is to be titrated against the 0.1 FAS solution till the color changing from green to reddish brown. Okay, so therefore the volume amount of K2Cr2O7 consumed is equal to B minus M, that is volume of potassium dichromate consumed in the main blank titration minus the volume of potassium dichromate consumed in main titration will gives the amount of K2Cr2 consumed in satisfying the COD values in terms of FAS. Again, coming to the calculation. The calculation is very simple, that is N1V1 is equal to N2V2, where N1V1 is refers to effluent, that is a water sample, N2V2 represents the FAS. So therefore N1 is the normality of effluent sample, V1 is the volume of effluent, N2 is the normality of FAS, V2 is the volume of FAS. So here we are going to finding the normality of effluent. So therefore the normality of effluent is equal to N2 into V2 divided by V1. So that is N2 is the normality of FAS solution into V2. V2 means the volume of K2Cr2O7, that is B minus M divided by the volume of water sample. So this equation will give the volume, that is the normality of effluent sample. So therefore COD value of the effluent sample is equal to the normality of the water sample multiplied by 8, that is equivalent weight of oxygen, into 1000. So it will give the COD value of the water sample. In this way we can determine the COD value of water sample.